As the night deepened and the stars twinkled outside the palace, Scheherazade began to weave another tale to captivate the king's heart. "O gracious king," she began, "tonight I shall tell you the story of a humble fisherman and a powerful Jinni, a tale of wisdom and cunning that saved a life. Once upon a time, there was a poor fisherman who relied on the sea for his livelihood. Every morning, he would go to the shore and cast his net into the water, hoping the sea would provide enough to feed his family. One day, after casting his net for the fourth time, the fisherman felt an unusual weight. He pulled the net with all his might, only to find it held an old brass jar, tightly sealed. The jar was adorned with strange engravings. Curious, the fisherman opened the jar, and suddenly, thick smoke poured out and took the shape of a giant Jinni. The fisherman trembled in fear as the Jinni appeared before him, for it was enormous and frightening. The Jinni roared in a thunderous voice, "I have been trapped in this jar for hundreds of years, and I have decided that if anyone releases me, I will kill them immediately." The fisherman was terrified, but he tried to stay calm and think of a way to survive. The fisherman quickly thought and said to the Jinni, "I don't believe you can return to the jar. You're too big and the jar is too small." The Jinni, feeling insulted, said, "I'll show you," and then returned to the jar to prove his power. As soon as the Jinni returned to the jar, the fisherman quickly sealed it shut. The Jinni was trapped inside the jar again, and the fisherman left it on the shore, far from the water, ensuring that the Jinni could never escape again. The fisherman returned safely to his village, grateful for the wisdom that saved him from danger. He learned from this experience that the mind can be more powerful than strength, and caution can save lives. From that day on, the fisherman became a symbol of wisdom in his village, telling his story to the children to teach them that intelligence and wisdom are the strongest weapons when facing challenges. As the night grew darker, Scheherazade smiled gently at the king. "And so, O gracious king, the tale comes to an end. But remember, dear king, that there are many more stories yet to be told, each one filled with lessons, wonders, and mysteries beyond imagination." The king, now fully captivated, nodded. "Indeed, I look forward to it, Scheherazade. Tomorrow we shall continue this journey through your endless tales." With that, Scheherazade bid the king good night, knowing that her life and her stories would continue for yet another night. And so, as the first light of dawn touched the palace, she left the room, leaving the king eager for the wonders that tomorrow would bring.